Well, Blumhouse, I want to say you've done it again, but this is definitely a new turn for a Blumhouse movie. And yeah, let's talk about it. Look guys, let's roll that intro and the synopsis, and I'm going to also introduce you to the characters of this new Blumhouse film, and then yeah, let's talk about Speak No Evil. See you soon. And the cast of Speak No Evil is James McAvoy, who plays the character of Paddy, Mackenzie Davis, who plays the character of Louise Datton, Scotty McNeary, who plays the character of Ben Dalton, Aisling Fenchinacy, who plays the character of Sierra, Alex West Leffler, who plays the character of Angus Dalton, and finally Dan Huff, who plays the character of Ant. Directed by James Watkins. Speak No Evil, synopsis 2024. A family is invited to spend a weekend in an idyllic country house, unaware that their dream vacation will soon become a psychological nightmare. Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review. Yes, that's right. This is the advanced screening for Speak No Evil. Now, before I get into this, before I greet you and all that sort of stuff, I just want to let you know, prior to me saying anything about this film or anything like that, I've never even heard that there was, and B, I've never seen the original film. So apparently this is like a remake, but I've never seen the original film. So I've gone into the remake completely fresh, knowing nothing about the original film. So just a massive heads up, FYI, if you go, oh yeah, but like this is nothing, and this they did, I've never seen it. I've never seen the original film. So this is me going into this movie completely fresh, clean slate, okay? So I know nothing about the original film. And yes, obviously, now that I've seen this film, I'm really, really keen to see the original. I'm really, really keen to see it. But let's talk about the 2024 quote-unquote remake of Speak No Evil. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. It's so good for you to be here. I really appreciate you clicking on this link. Thank you. If you'd be so kind and go ahead and give me a follow, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below after this movie, after the review is done, and let me know what your thoughts are on Speak No Evil. If you have any, and if you've seen the movie already, I really appreciate your feedback, and let me know what your thoughts are about this movie. Are they the same as mine, or are they completely different? I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I will reply, because I love replying to you guys out there. It's awesome. And those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, guys, thanks so much for being here. It's really kind of you to come back to my channel and yeah, watch this review for Speak No Evil. Those of you who are new to my channel, just a really, really quick heads up, I don't do spoilers in my movie reviews. That's right, no spoilers at all in my movie reviews, because in my personal opinion, guys, just me personally, I just don't think they're fair. And if you want to go and see a movie, just go and see it. Like, just go and see it. Or go and watch a spoiler review, but you won't get them here. When I do talk about a scene, and those of you have heard this a million times over, and I apologize for saying it over and over again, but I just need to tell it for my new viewers. When I talk about a scene, I talk about it contextually. So I talk about a scene contextually, but I never ever tell you exactly what happens in the scene. I just talk about it in a roundabout way, so that when you do go and see the film, if you haven't seen the film, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And those of you who've seen the film already, when I talk about it contextually, you'll know exactly what the scene that I'm talking about. Straight out of the gate, guys, I just want to say this. it's not what I was expecting. It's not what I was expecting. However, this is a very, very slow burn film. A very slow burn film. Very, in an unusual way actually, it's kind of similar, really, really similar in a way to the slow burn element of it to The Deliverance. And if those of you who know, I literally just dropped that movie review, like very recently. And yeah, it's really, really, really similar to that in a way. Because the action, not the action, but the intensity cranks up in the last act. And that's what this movie is. Now, anyone who has been following my channel for any period of time, you guys know I love and thrive, me personally, off of character chemistry. I know, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it 1,000 times more. Movies don't work if you don't have character chemistry. You can have the best score ever. Honestly, you can. And it can be an okay film. You can have the best CGI, and it's an okay film. But when you have character chemistry and it just works, I kid you not in any way, shape or form, guys, the movie just gels. It just works. And us as audience, we lap it up. It is exactly what a film wants, and it's exactly what a film needs. This movie really focuses on character chemistry. Now, I like to let you guys know, and not for the reason of gloating or, hey, check this out, I just found this is a mistake in the movie. Not in that element of it, but when I see a mistake in a movie, it kind of bugs me. It doesn't take me out of the movie, depending on how bad the mistake is, but I like to bring it to your awareness. And the reason why I do that is so that you guys, you know that I'm really paying attention to the film, that in that aspect of it. I hope that makes sense. And when I see stuff like that, I like to talk about it, because in my personal opinion, I just think that that kind of stuff is good to make awareness of. And two things that stood out to me, there are three things, but for whatever reason I actually can't remember what the second one was, and I apologize for that. If halfway through this review I think about it, I'll go, oh yeah, by the way, it was that. But at the moment there's only two things. The first thing, actually, you know what, no, I'll talk about the third thing, and I'll leave it up to you guys to see if you saw the mistake, the other two mistakes. But I'm going to talk about one specific one because it's right at the end of the film. Okay, ready? Again, no spoilers, contextually, okay? A situation has just happened, okay? Right at the end of the movie, like honestly, maybe a couple of minutes before the cast and credit roll, okay? And the character Ant has just done something horrible, okay? And as the camera is on Ant and the situation that we're watching in front of us, the camera is panning backwards from the situation. And the thing that bugged me so much about it is the camera's not far back enough for us as an audience to not see what has just happened. In fact, you can see quite a little bit of detail what's just happened. And what he has just done, it's like, oh, nah. That there would be way more, there'd be way more grotesque situation that we would see from the camera's perspective than what had just happened. Like, way more. And I was a little bit disappointed in that. That, honestly, and the other two things that I won't talk about, I'll let you see if you can find them yourselves. But that was the biggest thing in my personal opinion, and it just happened to be right at the end of the movie. So I was like, ah. However, in saying that, guys, this movie's great. This movie is great, awesome film. Like, it is. I'm not in a hurry to go and run back and go and see it, but it's a great movie. And as you saw in the title, in the introduction to the characters of this review, James McAvoy, he brings it. Patty is one of the strongest characters in this movie, not to take away from any other character, because they all have a really vital and practical and strong character to play in this movie. In fact, oddly enough, there's a lot of humor at the beginning of the film, like quite a lot of humor in the beginning of the film, and then the rest of the film is really character driven. The reason why it's character driven is because it's character driven so focusedly because of how it just ramps up. They just dial it right up to the last, literally the last act of the movie, and it is so vitally important that they've done that, because the rest of the movie is just like boom. Like honestly, I want to say this. Don't go into this movie expecting it to just ramp up straight out of the gate. The reason why they've done that is because the last act is so focused on us as audiences being emotionally shocked and emotionally driven, and it works. It works really well. They have really pulled the punches for the last act of this movie, and it is outstanding at how brilliant it was. And this is an unusual element to the movie. Again, it worked so well. Dan Hugh, who plays the character Ant, it's kind of funny because he doesn't, and this is, I'm not spoiling anything, but he doesn't have dialogue in this movie the way that you would think a character doesn't have dialogue. And anyone who has seen the trailer for this movie, you'll know that a situation very traumatic has happened to him, and obviously there's a reason why, and that reason why is completely revealed, and that is when the movie gets so, that's when they just go, all right, here's a twist, and now we're going to give it to you, and then we're just going to go, whoop. His character is so vital to this movie, and it's fascinating at how the storyline is so woven like this, and then it just pivots like to this, like a pinpoint, and then they just go for it towards his character. And the whole movie is like that. It is really deliberately drawn out like that, and it is fantastically executed. So many pieces of the puzzle, are just so woven together to the final act of this movie. In fact, Agnes, who is the female child star of this movie, that's the character's name, she is the key to why the situations unfold the way they unfold, because she's the source to how Ant draws their awareness to what happens, and that's, obviously revealed in the final act of the movie. It really, really, really is one of those film guys where they just want us as an audience to be focused on the story, not just the wow, the Hollywood wow of it all. This is really, really, really character focused. It is really character focused. When you see the final act of the movie, you will completely understand why it is so focused the way it's focused, and why they don't deter from that. The storyline never ever deters from that. And me personally, guys, I really valued that in this movie. I really genuinely, honestly valued that in this movie. James McAvoy brings it home hard. And obviously, Louise and Ben, the characters in this movie, their chemistry, like honestly, it's real, it's authentic, it works for this movie. It truly is. Not once as an audience member do you sit there and you're like, come on, like, I don't buy it. You do. You buy it. You buy every element, because it's focused fantastically, which is why when situations happen in the final act, us as audience members are like, oh man, that sucks. And it does. You feel it every single time that something happens in this movie. It really is brought home in every way, shape or form, guys. I thoroughly, highly recommend that you check out Speak No Evil, because unfortunately, I didn't get it. Like, I really didn't get it. I didn't get the title. I was like, why is this called Speak No Evil? Like, what? Then you get it. You're like, I get it now. And what Patty does to situations, and for it to ramp up at the end, Patty brings it home. James McAvoy plays Patty, and he does an absolutely outstandingly, brilliantly, incredible job in this movie, guys. I thoroughly think that you're going to be entertained. If you love character chemistry the way I do, guys, I honestly think that this movie is going to be an absolute, yeah, that's right, home run for you. It's not a freak-out, scary movie like you'd expect from Blumhouse, which is a little tiny bit disappointing. But now that I've seen it, I get it. Like I said, I haven't seen the original, and I will watch the original. And if I love it enough to do a movie review, obviously I'm going to bless you guys with a movie review. But that is my honest thoughts, guys, on Speak No Evil. What did you think? Have you had an opportunity to see it? What did you think of my thumbnail? I really thought that was creative. I loved how that turned out. Did you guys appreciate that? Leave your comments in the comment section, but I'd love to hear back from you guys. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching this movie review for Speak No Evil. Don't forget to do all the awesome things, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a thumbs up on this movie review, and if you'd be so kind, leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are on this movie review or the movie itself. If you've seen it, and if you haven't seen it, let me know when you go and see it. I appreciate your time, guys. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to do all the awesome things, and don't forget who's bringing this movie review to you guys. This is Superman Steve. Appreciating you guys always and loving your time. Until my next review, take care. This is Superman Steve, flying out.